G'day, we are back, and today we are going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be trying out someone else's workout, and not just anyone, we're going to be trying out Will Tennyson's workout. So if you don't know, he is one of the main natties here on YouTube. He recently won his own bodybuilding competition, and maybe he has the secret sauce to a good workout. We're going to go ahead and find out. But then again, it could be absolute trash. Because with workouts, there's so much individual variation, like how much volume someone does, how many reps, and normally it's all about finding out what works best for you. But the best way to do that is by trying absolutely everything. So we're going to be giving it a go. Will was one of the first YouTubers I watched when I started my fitness journey. Nice little Ferrari there. But yeah, he kept me motivated and kept me going to the gym. Especially when you first start out, it's so much information overload, and like learning as much as you possibly can is beneficial to you. Because everyone going to the gym wants to get the most out of it. Like, I don't want to rock up to the gym, work my ass out for an hour and then get nothing out of it. Like, you know, the end goal is to get huge, basically. Which for someone like me is pretty difficult because I'm 6'4". If you're shorter, it's easier to fill out your frame. That's my car going fast again. Also, when I started out in the gym, I had like a set goal physique in mind. And that was simply just some muscle and a six-pack. But kind of as you get into the gym, your goalposts change. I would say I hit my previous goal physique like 6 months ago. But the thing about the gym, your goalposts always move. Like if I just was content at reaching my goal physique, I'd probably have less enthusiasm and less motivation to go over and chase and continue building, which would suck. So it's kind of a good thing my goalposts move, because you want to keep progressing. Like, that's kind of the end goal. But something like Will Tennyson's physique definitely would be a goal. But honestly, by the time I reached it, I'd probably just want more, similar to how he does now. People like Sam Sulek and like the extremes of just mass monsters kind of thing, that just want as much mass as possible, blast as much roids as possible. That kind of physique is sick, I'm not gonna lie, but that's more sick to guys. Like, guys like that physique more than girls do. Like, at the end of the day, if you have a decent amount of muscle, which you can get in the first couple of years of lifting, and you stay relatively lean, it's kind of like the perfect middle ground that women like. I'm definitely not saying Sam Sulek could struggle with the women, but there's less women that find that super attractive, or that's their ideal male body, than you would actually think. That, and with how autistic he is, like having to eat everything perfectly weighed out, would be a massive turnoff for a lot of women. Not saying the video games isn't either. Okay, first thing was actually supposed to be Smith machine bench press, but it's currently in use, and I only have one at my gym. So we're moving on to exercise number 2, and we will return to the Smith machine later. We're going to be doing pull-ups. Now, in his program, it's weighted pull-ups. But I'm going to make this excuse. Will Tennyson is lighter than me. He's smaller than me in height, definitely not in muscle. That he beats me in. But if he was to use 20 kilos for his weighted pull-ups, that would be about the same weight as me. So that's my excuse for not doing weighted, not just because I'm tiny. There's actually only 2 sets of 8 to 10. Normally I'd actually do more sets than this, but we are following his program. And at the end, when we finish the workout, I think I'll rate it out of 10. Only 9 reps, but you're supposed to just go to failure. For this last set, we're supposed to do a back down set. And I'm assuming for Will, that means taking the weight off and going lighter and maybe not to failure. But because we're not going to use any weights, we're just going to do about 6 or 7 reps, get near failure, but not quite hit it like we did on that last set. Old mate is still on the Smith machine, so we're going to move on to something I've never used at this gym before, and that's the machine press. This thing here. So we got 3 sets of like 10 to 12 on this thing, and I've never done it before, so we'll see how we go. We'll start off with 20 on either side, but that's probably a bit light. We'll see. It actually wasn't that light. I seem to be a bit weak in the bench press at the moment, but that could be the calorie deficit. I actually managed to get 1 subscriber as well on the channel. Some tradies over here. Asked me what I was doing with the camera. All right, next set, we got an extra 10 each side. One more set of this, and then hopefully the Smith machine is still free. So we got to smash this last one out quickly. I actually don't mind this at all. That's a good thing about trying something new or someone else's workout, is you try things that you don't normally use. Now that I've used this machine, I'm thinking I'll throw it into like my chest days every now and then, simply because you got like a set range of motion. You don't need to use any stabilizer muscles. I feel like it gets a good pump going in the titties. This is why I don't use the Smith's machine that often, because we literally was free for 5 seconds and now there's already another bloke on it. So it doesn't matter, we're moving on. We're doing the T-bar row. Now this is also another exercise I haven't done in like probably the last 6 months or so. So we'll give this one a go. Now I remember my form when I first started this exercise, like the bloody Hunchback of Notre Dame. Terrible, like absolutely awful. And I haven't done this in 6 months, so hopefully it's not that dog shit. I guess I'll see once I'm editing this footage. But yeah, you want to keep your back as straight as possible. You don't want to be like hunched forwards. You just want the lats to be doing all the work. It's a good back exercise, this one. But there's other variations of the same thing that I have been doing. Now for some good old lateral raises. So, our workout is almost over, and we finally got the goddamn machine we wanted from the beginning. But the good thing about this exercise, it being an incline bench press basically, means it's going to target the upper part of your chest, which for most people is underdeveloped. Like it's just like the harder part to grow over the chest, if that makes any sense. Doing incline is definitely important. So far, this workout has gone pretty good, and it's actually gone really fast as well. One thing I'm surprised by is he's doing less volume than I am. His workouts could be done quicker than me, depending on how he paces it all out and how much rest time he has. But in Will's plan, he has less overall sets and even less exercises. Although I'm not that much more than him. I usually plan to have my workouts done in around an hour, usually under that. The good thing about the Smith is once you hit that failure, you can just lock it straight out. Unlike when you're just using a barbell, you kind of have to either make it to the top or like lose it on the safety rails. This one you can push right to failure, which is what you want for the muscle growth. Okay boys, the final exercise, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I had to Google to see what the hell this was. So my form is terrible, you guys will have to tell me. What we're doing is cable Y raise, which is a shoulder exercise. It's pretty goddamn self-explanatory, I'll show you. It's literally just making a Y with your hands like that. Alrighty, bloody successful workout. Now, what would I rate the Will Tennyson upper body day that Mike Israetel even dissected? Mike Israetel seemed to give it a pretty good rating, but for me personally, I'd probably give it like, honestly, 7 out of 10. Was it good? Yes, I enjoyed it. I did some exercises I don't normally incorporate. Okay, old mate wanted to be on the camera, but yeah. 7 out of 10. If I was to recreate it, if I was to update it for myself, I would add 2 more different exercises in there. Probably arms, like triceps or biceps. I honestly think there is some room for some more muscle growth, and that was just like too little volume for me personally. But for him, obviously it works damn well. Otherwise, he wouldn't be bloody doing it. Home sweet home. Just double meat and mozzarella. Lettuce, tomato, carrot, olives, and pickles. Spicy mayo and salt and pepper. Alrighty, bag required. So one of the biggest bro science myths of all time is the anabolic window. The idea that once you finish a workout, you got to get protein in as quick as possible or within half an hour. That's all a lie. As long as you get protein within like 5 hours around a workout window, you're sitting good. Another big myth around protein is the fact that you can only absorb so much in a finite time period. Like for a while, a lot of people thought that like 40 grams of protein in one meal was the absolute maximum your body could handle. And that's a complete lie. Your body just takes time to process protein. So if you eat 100 grams of, for example, it's not going to process all within that 1 hour, but it will get all processed. Your body will use it all. It just doesn't disappear. But anyway, I'm going to go home. I'm going to smash this. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Actually, one more thing. If you guys have any ideas of whose workout you want me to try next, throw it down in the comment section below. I'll give it a go, maybe. Catches.